It's fascinating, the science of merging food production with science.
It's called biotechnology, and it's nothing new. Actually, we've been playing around with biotech for over 4,000 years. The earliest biotechnology wasn't even called that. The word didn't exist. It was simply the common sense, selective breeding of plants and animals, letting natural genetics improve them. We've always done that.
Biotechnology is a technique that uses genetics to combine inherited characteristics selected from different kinds of organisms.
Like directing wild yeast and bacteria into fermenting beer, or by using yeasts combined with microorganisms to age cheese,
or make bread.
All forms of biotechnology enhancing our food supply.
Biotechnology and genetics are now playing key roles in developing new farming methods which drastically reduce the widespread damage caused by many pests and, at the same time, actually reduce the American farmer's use of insecticides.
When my grandpa came over from Germany, he would go out in the fall and he would pick the longest ears and the ears that were the biggest around, and he would save those as seed for the next season. He would hand shell them and he would plant those kernels of corn the next season. So my grandpa was genetically selecting the crops that he was going to plant the next year. And what's happening now is that process has simply been taken out of the field and into the laboratory. The process that they're doing in the lab is basically taking other naturally occurring proteins and putting them into corn.
I think consumers want the same thing that I want. I think they want to know that we're using practices to keep our soil and our water safe. We have a lot to learn, but we know as farmers we have an impact on the environment, and it's our responsibility to take care of that. This is our job, this is our livelihood, and we want to make sure we're doing the best that we can.
One of the key things that is very important to us as farmers is maintaining soil health and protecting the air and the water around us. And it might not be obvious, but GMO technology really helps us protect the soil in particular. And studies have shown that it actually reduces soil erosion by as much as 93%. And one of the reasons that GMOs allow us to do that is in order to manage weeds and pests and other things that can damage our crops before the use of GMO technology, we'd have to take our tractors out in the field many times throughout the season. And now that we have that protection right there in the seed with the GMO technology, that's fewer times that we have to take our tractors out in the field, fewer times that we're disrupting that soil, so we can really maintain that soil health and reduce soil erosion and really protect the water and the air around us.
Biology is Mother Earth interacting with living organisms, creating life as we know it.
Evolution is change. For example, in the beginning, travel was difficult. We had no choice but to walk everywhere until we learned to harness horses.
Then, with some scientific thinking, jets and cars became the norm.
Biotechnology is no different. We're simply harnessing natural microbes, yeasts, and genetics and using them as nature's microscopic workhorses, making life better for us all.